Are you looking for a way to hook people in your videos? What if you could hook them very quickly before they scroll away? This is one thing that's super important. It's the hook of your video. I've talked about this in the past, but I can't emphasize enough how important the hook of your video is. People are going to swipe past you very, very quickly if you don't grab them very, very fast. So I'm going to give you some formulas today that can help you, give you some ideas on why hooks are so crucially important and how you can make sure that you're really hitting on those hot buttons. Okay. So let's talk about first what makes a really good hook. And obviously, it goes without saying that the whole goal of the hook is to grab them really, really fast. I was literally just watching a video yesterday of a big influencer online, and they create a lot of videos, and it's in a completely unrelated niche. But she was asked like how much she makes every year, and it was like $20 million in a totally unrelated niche than what we're in. But one of the things that she said in this video was, when I'm creating videos, it's all about the hook. The rest of the video almost doesn't matter unless you get that hook right. And I agree with her. I 100% agree with her. Now, I do believe the rest of the video is very important also, because you want to grab people with a good hook, but you also want to fulfill on what your hook is all about. So if you have a really good hook, you grab people's attention, and then you fail to deliver on the video with the content, guess what's going to happen? People aren't going to want to watch it next time, because they'll be like, oh, it's that, what is it? Boy who cried wolf syndrome, where people are like, oh, I've seen this before. It's not really good. There's a lot of these videos going around on Facebook, and I see them all the time. And it's probably why I keep seeing them, is because I've told the algorithm, but they're the dumbest videos. And it's like, I always do this when I go to a hotel room, first thing. And then it shows something that makes zero sense. And that's the whole point of the video. And then people are commenting like crazy, like, I don't get it. And nobody gets it because that's the whole point. Like, so after a while, you're kind of like, why am I even watching these videos? They're stupid. So my point is that when you have a really good hook and you grab people's attention, you really want to make sure that you deliver on the video. You want to give good content. You want to give them something that can really, really help them. So what makes a great hook? You grab them fast. You make it all about them. Okay. It's all about them. It's not about you. It's all about them. One of the ways you build a really good brand is just by helping and sharing good information that people really, really want. So make a good hook, grab their attention, make it about them, and tell them what to expect. Okay. Really, that's ultimately what it's about. So that's how you make a good hook. You grab it that way. So some easy hook formulas that you could use that work really, really well. The first one is ask a question. So if you remember at the beginning of this, I asked you, let me ask you, what if you could hook people in the first 5 seconds before they scroll away? That's like a question. It's very important. Questions are a great way to do this. One of the ways that I like to come up with hook ideas, and also number one, I use ChatGPT and AI, of course, that's a big part of it. However, I think a great way to learn hooks is go to YouTube and start watching infomercials. Just pull up infomercials, watch them and watch their hook at the beginning, and just pay attention to how you feel when they hook you in the beginning. Because I think there's some great learning in infomercials. Okay. So go and check that out. Another one is share a quick story. So it could be like how I lost 5 pounds in 7 days and how you can do it too. Or how I lost 5 pounds in 7 days without starving myself and fad diets. Okay. So that's one way to grab it. If you find somebody who wants to lose weight and they hear that right away, of course, they're probably going to want to listen. So the goal is, you want to ask a question, share your story, work your story in. Sometimes a really good hook could be something like, a new study just came out. Did you see this brand new study about weight loss, or what the number one reason people don't lose weight? And then that study could be something like almost like a breaking news kind of thing. So that's a great way to grab a hook too. It's almost like a breaking news. And you can even start it by saying that. Breaking news. Have you heard about the brand new study of why the number one reason why most people don't lose weight? And then you can pull it up on the screen and talk about it or something like that. Okay. But you see, breaking news. Now I would use this sparingly. Okay. I wouldn't overuse it because every time you start saying breaking news, people are going to catch on, and you want to change it up a little bit, but that's an effective one that works really, really good. One way that you could do a really good hook also is basically, the content's going to be really good, and you could just state right up front what's going to be in the video. So in this video, I'm going to share with you 3 reasons why you need to lose weight, or how you can lose weight using this very simple formula. Or, I'm just throwing that off the top of my head, but that's a way to do that. Okay. So there you go. What makes a good hook? Really, what are some of the formulas? Ask questions, share your story. And then, of course, I think one of the greatest ways to come up with hook ideas is obviously ChatGPT. We're in the AI age, and brainstorming really is so easy today. You don't need to even go to Google these days to do a search and do any research, because AI can do the summary of research for you and provide any relevant links to the thing. So go to ChatGPT, ask it to create hooks. Now, in order to really get the best kind of hooks, you really need to be able to prime AI or ChatGPT or whatever tool you're using, is be able to prime it with your information. Your story is very important. Your offer, what's your offer all about? And then, of course, your avatar, knowing who your avatar is. I've talked about that before. My 3 primers that I recommend: your story primer, your offer primer, and your avatar primer, are very, very important. And if you feed that information to ChatGPT, it can create very specific hooks for you that you can then use in your videos. Okay. But one of the last things I want to share with you that I think is very important is to try different kind of hooks. Okay. Find what resonates with your audience and what's going to help you. Okay. And this is something you want to try. Testing is something you really want to do. You're going to try some, they're going to flop, but then you're going to try some and they're really going to hit well. And when they hit well, you want to double down on those. Okay. You want to double down on that kind of content, because that is ultimately what's really going to help you build over the long term. Double down. Okay. Even if you're hitting on like a little bit of a trend at the point, drive that trend into the ground until it doesn't work anymore. Then keep testing, find the next thing, move on to that. Okay. So there's a lot you can do there, but testing different hooks is going to be very, very important for your particular audience. Okay. So I hope that helps you. Just to recap. Okay. So number 1, what makes a good hook and grab people attention fast? You want to grab their attention fast. You want to make it all about the viewer, and then really tell them what to expect in the video. That's important. Number 2, use some easy hook formulas. Ask questions, share your story, tell them, give them a fact or a study that just came out. Share that. That's a big one. And of course, you can use AI to help you brainstorm really good hooks for your particular niche and product. All right. So if you got value from this, let me know. Leave a comment here. And also check below. I'm going to put a link for you that you can check out. I have a PDF that I put together called the 280 video hook templates, and you can check them out. I've gone through, these are generic. You can use them. And of course you can go to ChatGPT and get your own, but I put these together. They're very effective. I use them all the time, and I know it'll work for you as well. So if you want that, check the link below or look in the comments and you can get that and download it. Okay. Appreciate you. And we'll see you guys in the next video.